Oh, here we go.
Tits.
Oh, hey everyone. So I've been in the speaking out against feminist tripe ring for quite some time now. If there's a big bag of bull to be called out, I'm more than happy to put on my gloves and rifle through the shit. And having just recently got back into making videos again, I've been catching up on the who's who of anti-feminist content these days. And today we're going to be looking at one particular anti-feminist content creator with quite a substantial following who seems to have pushed beyond the boundaries of sane, rational argument in the context of feminist and anti-feminist rhetoric. We are, of course, talking about Pearl Davis, aka Just Pearly Things. The fact is, there's a lot of her content that I watched, and I agree with. Then there's this crazy-ass side where it seems like she's going to extreme lengths to pander to her very anti-woman audience. Some of the shit that comes out of her mouth leaves you wondering, if it's all put on to appease her fanboys? Or has she really crossed into this dark side of the anti-feminist rabbit hole that she genuinely believes all the mental shit she's putting out there? Witnessing some of this crazy reminds me it is definitely a good idea to have a life outside of the content you make on YouTube and to check your vanity and virtue signaling levels aren't overloading and just chill out. Stop being so militant about everything. Relax the need to be preaching your shit out on a daily basis and just sit back and have a laugh at the crazy. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today with you. So buckle up, bitches.
Tits.
Time to spin. Let's begin.
So like I said, I've watched a lot of her content and on many times have enjoyed what she was saying and even agreed with it. But I noticed her moving into this cringe as fuck territory, especially on Twitter, whether it's proclaiming that no woman should have the right to vote, which is kind of hilarious and counterproductive to your staunch narrative of free speech.
A lot of people think I'm insane because I don't think women should vote.
Back when I started, I was like, why? I found out that only 5% of women wanted the right to vote. No, it's true. It's true. If you look it up.
At the time, because they've been conditioned by men to think that they shouldn't have a vote.
I mean, that's what they say.
Then the tweet about 16-year-old chicks being way hotter than 26-year-old chicks, which in itself is bathing in ultra fucking creepy Pedro vibes, and one might consider that a 26-year-old's body is way more developed and womanly than a 16-year-old's. For example, wider hips, bigger breasts, and all the other female shit that makes women physically attractive. I mean, mid-20s isn't exactly hitting the wall in hotness for women, is it? It's not like your pubes have started growing grey and you're drying up down there like the Sahara Desert. Then this bizarre brain fart tweet about believing no woman, which just screams a lack of self-awareness, because unless you're hiding a big old lumberjack cock down there in your "that's a huge bitch" pants,
That's a huge bitch.
it would suggest that I shouldn't believe you, a woman, and therefore your statement about not believing women. Then there was this entertaining back and forth between her and Shoe on Head, where she attacked her for being a woman who always thinks they know better than billionaires, when she was only expressing her dislike of the new logo. Here's the exchange. The X brand is a terrible idea for so many reasons. Why do women think they know more than a literal billionaire? How did you manage to make even this about gender? Also, yes, billionaires should absolutely be criticized. You gonna let Bill Gates make you eat bugs or what? Blah, blah, blah. Crazy lady, I'm more important than I am. Crazy lady psychoanalyzing me again. Bizarre. And then there was this absolute cringe festival of an abortion of a song.
Why can't we talk about without getting kicked off of YouTube? Now, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I kinda wanna know why. Now there's all these conspiracy theories, and the more they talk, I think maybe they're right. But I can't even listen to the convo
steeped in an anti-Semitic narrative which she claims was more about cancel culture and free speech. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But when you've got Nick Fuentes retweeting it, praising you for its hard-hitting message, you might want to think about the choices you're making. And apparently she did, because she deleted it. But not out of the embarrassment, she claims, simply because it was a headache.
Why did you delete it?
Why did I delete it?
Yeah.
Because it was just a headache.
Because you knew it was wrong?
I just think it's not the hill I'm trying to die on.
Whatever. I'm not really outraged either way by the content of the lyrics. I'm simply in awe of your lack of self-awareness when it comes to musical talent. I couldn't even hear what you were saying over the sounds of the strings buzzing on the fretboard due to insufficient pressure, or the incorrect finger placement causing notes to bung out, resulting in botched up chords.
We talk about no, but I can't even listen to the convo.
And the final straw on the grape assault of my ears being your complete lack of a sense of rhythm, like a one-armed stuttering stroke victim.
I think maybe they're right.
Maybe that's harsh, but we need to encourage growth in musical talent, lest we keep wanting to view bitches with ukuleles on YouTube singing out about some vagina bullshit. But it looks like the song got her into even more trouble outside of the tweetosphere. Recently, she was jumped from behind harder than Adam 22's thought wife Lena the Plug on Piers Morgan's show Uncensored. Let's take a look.
Pearl Davis is the self-styled anti-feminist influencer who's creating major buzz online. But this week, she's facing a major backlash for posting a song titled "Why Can't We Talk About the Jews?" before later deleting it.
Oh no. Pearl looks terrified. I think she knows she's about to get her ass handed to her.
And I couldn't really believe what I was watching. I didn't know why did you find it funny?
Huh? Oh no. She's been completely ambushed here. Apparently, she said that they lured her there under false pretenses, that they were going to be talking about censorship, but right before the show started, they changed the other guest, and she knew that she was effed in the A.
You get on, and Piers says, I'm going to go hard on you this time. Something like that. And I'm like, oh, really?
I didn't know. Why did you find it funny?
Oh, you find it funny. Piers is really coming after her now.
Huh?
Did you find it funny? I mean, you know the backlash to it. I mean,
Oh, her face. It looks like someone's just slapped her across the face with a giant dick. Utter shock.
And I'm shocked because his producers have said all week he's on my side. So I'm like, what?
why did you do that?
I mean, the point was more about cancel culture and people getting kicked off of social media if you finish the song.
Okay, so she said the song was more about trolling, which is fair enough, and she didn't expect it to blow up the way it has, but it wasn't a great look, was it?
Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist, a Holocaust denier. He said afterwards that you had dropped a diss track on the Jews.
A diss track.
You are aware of the big backlash to this and the deep upset from the Jewish community.
I certainly am now. You know, I think that, my whole point, is any speech
including Holocaust
without
denial.
getting banned, whatever they want to talk about.
Including Holocaust denial.
As long as they're not inciting violence.
Also inciting violence. They're inciting a hatred of Jewish people.
Okay, yeah, so Piers Morgan's really just trying to get her here. He's definitely pushing the whole censorship thing to the side and focusing on the Pearl doesn't like Jewish people angle. She was just trying to be a funny troll in the form of a crappy musician, and he just wants to sensationalize the crap out of it. I'm kind of indifferent here. I think they're both looking a little bit silly.
Right, but you have a lot of people that follow you on various social media platforms.
Yeah.
You put a video like that up, and there are going to be some impressionable young minds going, "Hang on, what's Pearl saying?" I took that to mean that you agree with Fuentes and people like that.
God, it's like a virtue signal off, isn't it? Who can be more virtuous than the other? And I must say, Piers is in full peacock mode, and Pearl is just like, "Hey, I thought we were friends. You brought me on the show 2 times before, and we kind of agreed. Now you've brought me here a 3rd time to shame me? What's up, bro?"
And the first 2 times that I went on his show, I actually had such a fun time. It was so fun. And yeah, it was great. But this past time,
That's not cool. And Piers is like, "Virtue, virtue, virtue." And Pearl is like, "Oh, but I didn't mean it like that. I meant it like this. Virtue, virtue, virtue." And now this lady really goes to town on her.
Where someone like Pearl. The irony is she's complaining about being canceled, and yet she has millions of viewers on the internet, and yet she's on your platform. This clickbait, racial incitement, I don't know if she's just plain stupid.
Oh, she went there.
Or she knows that what she's doing is going to make her a lot of money. Pearl will disappear. She will disappear, like many others before her. She's like a train wreck. It's like, you know you shouldn't be looking at it, but you can't take your eyes off it.
Okay, so you heard her say Pearl will disappear. Obviously, she means that Pearl is a now thing. Yes, she's all hyped up now, but in 10, 20 years, no one's going to give a fuck about her. No one's going to really remember her. But in the response that Pearl later made to this, she was claiming that this woman was threatening her.
Also, I was also arguably threatened online. You know, I'm not going to say, but you know, when she's saying people like Pearl disappear, I'm like, nothing? No push, that's okay? Like...
As in saying she'll disappear meant something like some bad dudes are gonna come around and kidnap her and make her disappear. Drama, drama, drama. No, Pearl, she didn't mean it in a psycho killer kind of way. Yeah, so that was the full frontal attack on Pearl on the Piers Morgan show. Ouch. That had to have shocked the lumberjack shit out of her. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check me out on Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, and Twitter for your alternative tit viewing pleasure. Tits out, everyone.